Right guys, I hope you're all doing well. We had two bangers today in the second half of Blast Bounty, paiN versus NiP and Legacy versus Fnatic, and both series delivered in completely different ways. paiN needed all three maps to edge out NiP, with Snow absolutely taking over on Ancient and coming up huge again on Nuke. Meanwhile, Legacy came out swinging against Fnatic with one of the fastest stomps we've seen all tournament. Don't forget to like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Let's get straight into it. We kicked off this one on Ancient, and paiN came in swinging. They grabbed pistol and just never really let go, storming to a 5-0 lead on CT. Snow was absolutely frying early with a 3k to make it 6-0, and NiP couldn't get anything going until Percy finally locked in their first round in the 8th, which we are looking at here. NiP looked like they might scrape a couple more before the half, but they threw away a 4v3 and paiN walked into halftime 10-2 up. Second half was a little scrappy. NiP took pistol and clawed a few back, including a clean ace from Shush against an eco to make it 12-8, but paiN shut it down the very next round to take it 13-8. Snow ended 22-13 with 116 ADR, and NQC closed behind at 19-11 with 87 ADR. And then on Dust 2, paiN grabbed another pistol, but NiP finally showed some life. Ujerks was locking down B on CT, and they kept it tight at 3-3. Then NQZ flipped the script. 2 rounds in a row, he pulled off filthy 3Ks in 3v5s, one starting with just a Glock, swinging the lead back to paiN, and the half stayed close, ending 6-6. Then NiP took the second pistol, and it was back and forth again, trading rounds until paiN went 10-8 up, but NiP just kept punching back, running strong B hits to make it 10-10, then snatching match point at 12-11. Shush closed it with a huge 3k to take Dust to 13-11 and forced the decider, which was Nuke, and NiP actually started hot, taking pistol and going 3-1 up, but then Snow took over again. Back-to-back 3Ks to tie it, and suddenly paiN were unstoppable. They strung together 8 straight rounds, capped by a DGT 1v3 to end the half 9-3. NiP weren't done though. They won the second pistol and pulled it back to 7-9 with some solid CT holds, but paiN answered with 5 rounds of their own, including Snow cracking open A with a disgusting 4k, where half of the kills came with a Tech 9. That round basically iced it. paiN closed Nuke 13-8 and the series 2-1. Snow was an absolute animal this series, and honestly the reason paiN are still in this tournament. And I mean, if we look at his stats here, yeah, so I mean, across the board, NQZ and Snow, phenomenal performance from them. Plus 18, plus 19, 1.22 and 1.37 rating. Really great performance. And lastly, we had Fnatic versus Legacy, and this one started off rough for Fnatic, and I mean really rough. On their own map pick of Ancient, they got absolutely steamrolled. Legacy came in hot, took pistol, and then rattled off 8 straight rounds like it was nothing. And the pace was relentless. Fnatic couldn't even win their 1v1s. Demal was 14-2 by round 8, already farming, and Crims was basically the only guy doing anything Fnatic, but even his multi-kills led to nothing. Legacy took the first half 10-2. Then won the second pistol and never looked back. Sadzin dropped a clean 3k in the bonus to hit match point, and they closed it out 13-2. Didn't even feel fair. Demal ended 20-7 with 135 ADR. Yeah, just absolute domination. Then map 2 was Inferno, and to be honest, I was expecting the same thing, maybe worse, because Legacy destroyed Vitality the last time I saw them on this map, and sure enough, they started strong again with the pistol, but Fnatic finally answered back. They got their first round, 4 rounds in, and actually tied it up 3-3, with Crims once again being their lifeline. Legacy looked a bit sloppy mid-half, and Demal was the only one showing real impact. Fnatic rode the momentum to a 5-3 lead and closed the half 8-4 with a late clutch from Legacy to stay alive. Fnatic then went ahead and took the second pistol too, and went up 10-5. But Demal again started dragging Legacy back with 2 huge 3Ks down Banana, and they made it close at 10-9. But Fnatic managed to close it out 13-10 and force a decider, which was Mirage. And this one started off a lot tighter. First half was back and forth, but once Legacy got on CT side, it was lights out. They shut Fnatic down, only let them get 3 rounds, and just slammed the door shut on the series. Fnatic had a little spark on Inferno, but Legacy just looked like the better team across the board today, and they closed this series out 2-1. And unfortunately, Fnatic go home. And that's all of today's matches. I will also be covering tomorrow's matches, which will be Mongols versus ENCE, Aurora versus FlyQuest, Vitality versus NRG, and Heroic versus Complexity. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.